Hey guys, what is going on? It is time for Agrarian Skies again here with Snoresby. Today it is episode number 12, I believe, in our series. Now I've been babysitting our little farm green, well, we can't really call it a greenhouse, it's sort of out in the open, but I've been babysitting this and babysitting our little generators down here, and we've got enough buffer up now that we're actually filling this thing up, which is good. I just hope that we don't end up filling this up with random carrots and junk and stuff, so hopefully I'll just have to keep looking on that and make sure it doesn't overflow or anything. But we're getting a surplus here, and we can probably turn this back on and just see how efficient this is going to be. So I'm going to keep looking at that every now and then throughout this episode. But while we're doing that, I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm sick of running around the place, and I think we're going to make ourselves a warp book because we have plenty of ender pearls getting created over here. So let's go and do that to start the episode. So let's go grab some of these ender pearls so we don't have to run around the whole place and lose hunger and all that good stuff. Alright, just a whole stack, why not? Alright, so that means we're going to need to make ourselves a book first, and then some pages, and then hopefully that's going to do the job. Grab some of that and the paper. Alright, and then we're also going to need there's some wood. Let's go grab some out of this chest here real quick. Alright. 2 of them, and then we need 1 piece of string to make the book. Whoops, not quite. There we go. And then the pages. Cool beans. Alright, so to make the warp book, you put a book with a ender pearl, and bam. So I wonder if you can open this right now. There are no pages in the book. Shift right click to add bound pages. Alright, so it looks like we're going to have to make a few pages here for around the base. Let's get, I guess, maybe where you craft. The thing is where it sets it, so let's just set it here just in case that's where it is. Unbound warp page. Maybe you shift click it, or click it, right click it. Ooh, enter waypoint name. What are we going to call this? Storage room for now, I guess. Oh, storage room. Oh, storage will do. Storeroom. That'll do. So obviously, there's not quite enough characters there. Bound to. Yep. Okay. So you shift right click. Oh. Oh, what happened? Oh, okay. So that must have cleared it. All right. So I'm still learning this as I'm doing it as well. So shift right click the book, and then you can add the warps in. Cool beans, that's what I like to see. Alright, so let's go set one up for over here at the mob farm. Do I have enough pages? Yeah, got plenty. This is neat, so we should be able to teleport around the islands now, which is nice. Because I think we are, yeah, we got plenty of power left in here, but today we're going to plan on trying to get power mobile around the place. So, get 2 of those. Mob farm. And then add this one in as well. So let's go back to the storeroom. Then to the mob farm. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Alright. Well, there you go, guys. That's one death. Oh, no. Well, there you go. That's the first death you guys will see in the series. Classic. Alright, looks like we're going to be doing that all over again, and I've lost all the stuff that was in my inventory. I don't even know what I had. Let me go back and review the tape and just see exactly how much stuff I had, and I'll try and refill it all, and I'll come back and hopefully we'll attempt that again. Oh dear. Okay, so we lost a few things there that were really nice to have, like our speedy pickaxe, our normal axe for trees and stuff. We also lost our frying pan, which is a bit annoying. But you get that. But we also lost our builder's wand, but we got plenty of diamonds there for when we want to replace that. So I've gone ahead and got myself some more toast, another crescent hammer here, and we're gonna have some more toast in here. So it should be fine for now. But we lost some materials, but it wasn't too big of an issue, I don't think, for now. So I guess that shows we need to get ourselves a jetpack, or some means of flying. So I thought we'd go ahead and try and make the resonant jetpack here. So what are we going to need? A whole heap of invar, by the looks of it. A whole heap of redstone. A whole heap of enderium. How much? Actually, 2, 4, 6, 8. 10. We need 10 ingots of Enderium. So that means we're going to need to get 10 Enderium blend. So it looks like we're going to need 12. Okay, that makes sense. So we need 3 buckets of Resonant Ender, which is doable. So let's go ahead and start getting these things ready to go. Also need some Shiny, which is over here. A lot easier to get in this pack than usual, but still not too bad. Alright, very much going through our supply of Ender Pearls. Oh well. So one of the quests here as well that we're currently working on... Oh, we lost our quest book. We lost all of our books. Ooh. Well, that's annoying. Oh well. Not to worry. It's alright, we can get another quest book by doing this. Actually, we already have one, I think. In this chest here. Yes, we do. I'm not going to open that now because it has been a little bit buggy, but one of the quests is to make ourselves this resonant flux capacitor. Oh, that means we're going to have to go through all the tiers, aren't we? You know what? This is probably going to be... Actually, no, stuff it. We'll just craft it all on camera. It'll be fine. So, let's go ahead and pulverize 3 of those. Then we'll need 9 tin ingots to get pulverized. And then we'll get that going here for now. Also, we're going to need to... Oops. Where is the magma crucible? Get 12 of those smelted up to get the 3 buckets worth. Speaking of buckets, we probably should make a few here as well. Oh, we got plenty of shiny in there as well. Now, I'm using silver here mainly because you don't use silver for too much. Oh, you can't use silver. Alright, I lie. I'm not using silver now. Alright, chuck that away. We need a crafting table over near the that area over there. Let's go ahead and make one real quick to make our lives a little bit easier. If I had any wood in here. Alright, let's do this over here. Makes it a little bit easier. And then get our 1 bucket, fill it up. Tin and the pulverized shiny. Awesome. Pulverized Enderium. So now, let's get the rest of these. Lucky these machines work pretty quick. Last one. Alright, so now we need to get ourselves some of this pyrotheum blend. So we need some sulfur, some blaze powder, some redstone, and some pulverized coal. I think we've got most of this over here. Let's have a look. Why not have sulfur? How much are we going to need? 6, I think. So, some redstone, sulfur, and coal. We get this pulverizing while we wait for the sulfur. We might have some in another chest. Let's have a look. So you can make it that way. A crucible furnace. We might just have to pulverize a whole heap of stuff here and see if we get any. 6. Awesome. Okay. Sulfur. Sulfur, sulfur. We probably don't have any. Let me go ahead and get some, guys, real quick. And do a little bit more crafting here, and I'll be right back. Alright, so what we're going to do instead, while we're waiting for enough sulfur here, is we're going to go ahead and try and do all of our leadstone flux capacitors. So, I'm going to go all the way up to the resonant one. So, you need... Ooh, what do we need for that? Invar. Alright, so from memory, these don't work exactly too well. These recipes, when trying to shift-click them through. Oh, tin on the bottom. Okay. Actually, tin there and Invar. Oh, have we not got any Invar? We might have some in this chest over here. Let's have a look. Oof, just enough. Might not have any Electrum either that we might have to... There we go. That's why it wasn't shift-clicking. So yeah, we need Electrum and a diamond here. So let's get a little bit of that going, seeing as though we probably lost all of it. Now, which one am I looking at? This machine. Grab ourselves a diamond. And what do we need for... Okay, so we need pyrotheum dust for that as well. Let's grab another bit of coal here so I can get that pulverizing while we're doing this. Because this is the way I'm getting sulfur at the moment. I'm pulverizing coal, and we're getting a little bit of sulfur from that. See, we're nearly there. We're nearly there. We need a little bit more. Okay, so... Oh, get the electrum out. That'll probably help a lot. Flux capacitor, and then the redstone. Cool, and lastly, let's go ahead and make ourselves our... we're not going to have quite enough for this, are we? Let's make a heap of that blazing pyrotheum. So chuck that in, and what do we need? We need our 2 electrum. Ah, that's right. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some of the... not electrum, we need our indirium. So let's go ahead and get some of this going at least. Actually, we will have enough by the look of that. Cool beans. Let's grab the 2 out that come from this. Craft it all up. Awesome. Resonant flux capacitor. So, if we look in the quest book now, should be able to look in Learn to Skyblock, Manual Submit, and which reward are we going to get here? So we're going to get a redstone energy cell out of this, which is cool, because we're going to probably end up sticking that somewhere. You know what? I reckon we'll just go with the reward bag for now. See what we get. Oh, it's an epic bag. Oh, a division sigil. Awesome, that's going to be very handy. I wish it was active though. That'll make it so much better. But we'll be able to use that eventually. Let's chuck these in the table. Hopefully, full heart. Alright, that makes up for the one I lost before. Alright, let's sleep through the night. Let me go ahead and get the rest of the materials required to make our jetpack here so we don't have to waste a lot of time on camera, and I'll be right back. Okay, 2 resonant thrusters. Awesome. So, I've realised now that I'm still going to need to get ourselves our leather strap here, and we don't quite have enough stuff for it. So, we've got the resonant thrusters, the 4 indirium that we need, and the resonant flux capacitor, which was... Where is it? Oh, did we have to manually turn that in? What? I'm so confused. I thought you would have been able to keep that. Okay, maybe it looks like we don't get to keep that flux capacitor. I'm going to have to make another one of those, but let's quickly get started here working on getting ourselves a our leather. Now, the way you can spawn a cow, as opposed to going through making a big enough island, is you can make a spawn egg. So for a cow, you can use a blood altar with some leather, and you get your spawn egg that way. Or you can just simply get leather through the alchemical chemistry set, which we'll probably end up doing as well. But that means we need to start blood magic, which means we need to get our blood altar. So, for those that haven't watched the UHS 3 series, this is actually a fairly cheap recipe compared to that one, but we can get started on it, no issues here. So let's go ahead and quickly sleep through the night. We're also going to need some cobblestone to make into normal stone. Oh man, we're getting stuff in our inventory as well. All the stuff, let's get out of here before we get too much more in our inventory. That's the one thing about standing around here, is you end up getting heaps of junk in your inventory, which is not desirable. Alright, let's sleep quickly through the night. So we're going to need to smelt up 4 of these stone to get ourselves our smooth stone for this. Let's get that going. Check those in there. I've also, while I've been doing this, making myself some hardened glass here, just in case I ended up needing it. I needed it to make the resonant, the redstone energy conduit to start off with. Where am I even looking? Induction smelter. Alright, let that go. Stone, and then we need 2 gold. Oh, that was only 1. Also need another piece of gold, but we'll get to that eventually. Alright, blood altar. Cool beans, a lot easier to make than the other pack that I've been playing at the moment. Alright, let's chuck that there for now because it's only going to be temporary. The next thing we're going to need is those 2 and some glass, which we have, because we need to make the sacrificial blood orb. So you can do that by doing this, and the way that this works is for every right click you got to be close by to your altar. If for every right click you lose 1 heart, and it fills the blood altar with 200 LP. Now, the blood altar has an internal buffer of 1000 LP that it needs to full before you can actually use it. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do here. Now, I might have one of these flasks. No, we don't have regen. That's unfortunate. But if I keep eating food, I'll slowly regen enough LP here. So one of the things we're going to need is the weak blood orb. So if we look at the recipe here, we need 2000 LP in a tier 1 altar, which this is a tier 1 altar. I'll show you guys how to upgrade it eventually. But, you can chuck a diamond in there and you get your weak blood orb. So let's go get our diamond here. We should have enough LP in there, maybe. How much did it need? 2000. Alright, we need to put a little bit more in first, but you can see we're regenning the health. Nice and good. You can actually, there's no interface to this, but what you can do is you can make the sigil, which one is it? The divination sigil, which we should be able to do here after we get the weak blood orb pretty quickly. So I think we should have enough in here. Let's just put a bit more in. Now you got to be really careful because you can accidentally kill yourself doing this, so just be really careful of that. But we should have enough in there, I think. So let's hopefully not fall into that trap. Wait. Oh, we got another flight potion. Awesome. That would have been handy about 10 minutes ago at the start of the episode or so. Before we killed ourselves there. That was a bit unfortunate. Alright. So hopefully, see, you can tell from the red particles here that it's getting, the blood is infusing in the diamond there. But if they ever turn grey, that means you're running out of LP in the altar. So I'm going to just slowly let this go. Let's see if there's anything that gives us regen here. Yeah, these are a bit hard to make at the moment. So it would have been nice to get a regen potion at it's one of the rewards, but it's not the case just at the moment. But lucky we do have health regen in this pack. All right, weak blood orb, cool beans. All right, so to make ourselves the sigil, the divination sigil, you need to get a blank slate, which is 1000 LP. With a piece of stone, so I'm going to wait until we have enough LP in there, and I'm going to make myself another blank stone real quick. Oh, a piece of stone, sorry. Awesome. So while we wait for that, we can get ourselves the alchemical chemistry set. So the way you make this is 2 pieces of obsidian with a weak blood orb and a brewing stand, and we should have 1 blaze rod left over, I think. Let me have a quick look here. If not, we're going to have to get another blaze spawned up, which will be a little bit annoying, but nothing that we can't handle. Yes, we luckily have one there. Alright. Plenty of heads in that chest, which will be good for when we get into Thorncraft a little bit later on. Alright, we should have enough in there now to put our stone in and let it infuse up. But the alchemical chemistry set, let's do this. So that there, and then let's get our bucket out. Get ourselves 2 pieces of obsidian. Good to see our lava generation is doing quite well. Blank slate, cool beans. Let's get this in now. So, big blood orb, blank slate, and glass. So this thing, if you click it onto the blood altar, it'll tell you the altar's current tier, the current essence, and the capacity. So, that's cool. Now, if you use the weak blood orb not close to the altar, you'll see that there is an essence pool that's not tied up with the altar. It's your personal sort of life pool, I guess you can call it. But it does the same rate, so 200 LP per heart that you use, but you don't have to use the sacrificial orb for that at all. Alright, so now that we've got that, let's get the chemistry set here before I go off topic again. A chemical chemistry set. Cool. Okay, so if we go ahead and plonk this fella down here somewhere, let's just put it here for now. We need to get the items that we need to craft up some leather, so let's get the water. We also need, I think we need to get 2 sets of this recipe, so we're going to need 2 flint and 6 of the, what's it called? Zombie flesh. Wow, blanking out. See, it would have been good here if the warp book was working. Rather than me having to walk everywhere here. But that happens, hey? So, we might make another one of those off camera, but you've seen how I've done it, so if I set that up again, you'll know. Wonder how far into this episode we are. I haven't checked in a fair while, so... Alright, 2, 2, 2, and then the water. Or maybe we have to have it exactly right. One of the two. Let's have a quick look. I might have got this wrong. We're at the top, flint in. Yep, so what we need is probably the blood orb. Now we need, for this recipe, you can see that we need 200 LP, which I think we've got. But I'm going to just give it a little bit more here. Yeah, so now we have 800 LP. Alright, so if we chuck the blood orb in, yes, some nice particles are going ahead here. And we should end up with some leather here in a second. There we go, look at that, 3 pieces. Let me fill this back up and we'll go again. And we should have enough here to make our jetpack, which will be awesome. So we can fly that around and not have to worry about falling off the edge of anything anymore. Alright. Leather straps. Oh dear, don't have the iron. Also going to have to get myself another resonant flux capacitor. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, guys, and check how far through the episode we are. I guess we're getting pretty close to the end, but we'll see. Didn't quite get done what I wanted to, but we'll see. Let me have a quick look, and I'll be right back. Alright, jetpack time. Let's do this. So, let's go ahead and... Nope, that's the wrong one. Alright, looks like we're going to have to do this by hand. Chuck those two in there. Flux capacitor. Oh yeah, resonant jetpack. So, you can see that this thing has an internal buffer of 10 million RF, and it uses 400 RF per tick. So, this thing is going to get not even close to full in here. It's going to use a lot of this energy, but luckily we have ourselves. We need to update all of this stuff in here too, from the looks of it, to the redstone energy conduit. Let's do that now. And we're going to replace these things as well. We'll let them drain out first though, I guess. Alright, that one's going to take a little bit more time. Let's pick this up. Oh, looks like we're just going to break them. And it's time to sleep, so let's do that. For the mob spawn. But what I want to do here is now hook up our energy network from the greenhouse over there over to here, and for that we're going to need to make some tesseracts. So I think we've got enough time left in this episode to do so, but we'll see. So hopefully I'm going to get all these back. Looks like it. Alright, stuff it, this one will be fine. Let's replace them all with the redstone energy conduit. Can carry a lot more redstone and not redstone, a lot more RF between the cables and everything. So let's hook this energy cell up. Sort of a nice little reward, I guess, from the reward bags. So I should be filling this up a lot better now. Wow, this is going to take so long. Yep, that's going to take a little while to fill up. Alright, so while we're waiting for that, I'm going to need to make myself a little bit more resonant ender. That's what it's called. No, Enderium ingots. I need to make a few more of these because if you're going to make the tesseracts, you need 4 Enderium ingots per tesseract, and then you need to fill that up as well. So, yeah, that is the plan for now. So I'm going to go ahead and get myself a little bit more supply of this, guys. When we come back, we'll be making a few of these, and we'll be teleporting some power. Okay, tesseract time. So I'm lucky I made all of this hardened glass here before. I need to get myself 2 diamonds though before we can go ahead and make these tesseract frames. So to make 2 tesseracts in total, you need 16 ender pearls or 1 stack, which is the same thing. So let's go ahead and do this. 2 there, and then chuck these around the outside. 2 frames. So then you need 1,000 millibuckets, I think, to fill one of these up. Yes, which is the same as 4. So we got 2,000 millibuckets, or 2 buckets worth. So this is going to take a little bit of time here. We're out of power here, so it's good that we're getting this done now. But while we wait, we need to get ourselves some bronze and I think silver, if I am not mistaken. Yes, 8 pieces of silver. So let's get this all laid out. Was it this way or the other way? Of course, I always mess that up. Always pick the, the wrong one. Alright. Should be close. Alright, let's go hook this first one up. So, I'm going to take with me this redstone energy cell and use it as a bit of a buffer for our little system here. I may as well fully heal up. And I also got my jetpack on now and it's fully done. So you can see that it's quite fast and hover mode is really good for this jetpack. It doesn't seem to fall very much at all. So it's nearly creative flight, which is cool. So that's cool beans. And we can see we've got a big backlog now, which is awesome to see. We've got plenty in the bag. All right, let's go ahead and stick this thing down. Let's put the Tesseract on the bottom, and on the top. That should be charging nicely. Now this is going to go through a lot of biofuel, I'd imagine. So interesting to see whether or not this is going to keep up with our huge demand here. I think you can put them one on top of the other. Whoops. But we're about to find out. So let's call this number 1, and we'll set it frequency to 1. Redstone, don't need that, don't need that. Configuration, item mode, blocked, fluid mode blocked, and energy mode, we'll call this one send only. So we'll call this one bio output 1. Cool beans. Alright, that should be set. I wonder if that's going to output now if we go over to these machines over here. Because sometimes you need to put a an energy conduit in between as well to make them work. Let's just get this second one working. Awesome. Set that to that. And I'm hoping that's outputting. Let's test something out here. What can we pulverize really quickly or cook up? Let's just cook up a whole heap of this. Alright, that seems to be working because it's not going down. So I think that's going to be a bit of a success. Let's turn that off, and receive only for that. Alright, that looks like it's working, guys. So let me go ahead and see where we're at in terms of the episode. I think we're pretty close to the end here. And yeah, when we come back, we might wrap it up or we might be doing something else. Let me have a quick look. Okay, so it is time to wrap the episode up, guys. We are getting pretty close to the end and don't have enough time to really start any new projects just at the moment. But yeah, that's how the cookie crumbles. So, next episode, I promise you guys now, we are going to get into applied logistics. Now that we've got enough power to transport around the place and hopefully have enough to keep this thing going and not run out. Let's have a quick look and check the buffer to see whether or not it's keeping up. Should be. Wouldn't see why it's not. So, the efficiency on this is extremely high. So, yeah, this looks like it's working a treat. Awesome. So that is going to do it, guys, for this episode. Hopefully you guys have learned something and we've gone through a little bit of a crash course in blood magic. Hang on, let's have a quick look here in You're a Wizard, Steve. So we've already got the sacrificial orb. Let's get the Thormonomicon real quick here to wrap the episode out. Might have enough time. Just turn in a couple of quests for today. I didn't have a look at the other quests either that we got from completing the Ender one. We'll have a look real quick here. So, we need to get ourselves a bookshelf, and that's what I'm doing at the moment. So, we'll have enough reeds, and we need 3 string. I think that should be enough. Chuck that in, like so, and we'll need 6 pieces of wood. So that'll be 2 pieces of rubber wood here. Quickly sleep through the night. Probably going to run over now, but whatever. It doesn't really matter. YouTube videos can go for as long as they like. Books in, bookshelf, and we need to make ourselves a wand to do that as well. So we need a bit of 2 pieces of iron to do this. Piece of cake. Alright, we'll make ourselves 2 caps. And to make our first wand, all you need to do is put a stick in the middle of these 2. Iron thorn capped, and then you can place this down. I think you got to place it down, actually, not. And right click, Thormonomicon. Awesome. So that's going to do it. Oh, Rune of Sacrifice or Rune of Self-Sacrifice. Well, We're going to go with the Rune of Self-Sacrifice for now, because we don't have any mob farms set up for this, and I'll show you guys what that does in a little bit. Alright, what's next in this? Oh, we've already completed that, and that. Racing through these. And we've done this one as well. I don't know what either of those catalysts do. Let's just go power. Why not? Have we got a full inventory? Yeah, that'll probably do it. Alright, let's quickly do this. Definitely going over now in the... Oh, we still don't have enough stuff. Let's open these. Nope, let's get rid of some of the stuff out of inventory here. That can go in there. That can go in there. Oh, no, wrong one. Cool, let's get the heart. Let's open up these bags real quick. Greater and greater, alright. Oh, a writing pick. 16 reactor casings, that'll come in handy down the track a little bit. 8 blackberry juice and cherry jelly. Not great. Alright, is there any more that we can complete here? Altar upgrades, not quite yet. We'll do that in a second. Blood alchemy, don't have any of that either. Alright, that is now going to do it, guys. Thank you so much for checking out the episode. Really appreciate it. Click that follow button if you've enjoyed. And yeah, that's going to do it. So, no, not click the follow button, that's on Twitch. Click the subscribe button if you want to keep up to date with this series. I'm trying to wrap the episode up quick and making mistakes. Oh dear. Thanks guys for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. See you all then. Bye bye.